Jacob's done for Vegas Pro Insider Daily, and today is the 21st of February. And it's a Wednesday, middle of the week. Got some good stuff here for you today. Yesterday wasn't so hot. We went 2 and 3 on our free picks, but we're still 102 and 85 over almost 200 picks. So we're still showing a profit on those picks. Just didn't happen yesterday. So we have 4 more for you today, looking at just purely college basketball. There's only 3 NHL games and nothing's happening in the NHL on that front. And I'll tell you what, it comes up maybe once a month, but I got 4 tough ones, and they're all based on line moves. Again, these are based on line moves. They're not based on, I try to find the 4 biggest line moves or the 4 most interesting line moves for you to consider and to listen to. But these are tough ones today. I'm not going to deny it. They are. Now, what isn't tough is this. I have just put together a package that's called the March Madness Money Bundle. Okay, what you're going to get for $99, you're going to get picks from elite handicappers like yours truly, Kyle Hunter, Sean Higgs, Jim Mack, and Dennis Macklin. Sean Higgs went 3-0 last night again. Dennis Macklin went 2-0 last night again. So they had very good days, and this has just been how it's going. Now, what you're going to get with this is that the last time I checked, which was Sunday, this group of people in college basketball since January 1st of 2017 is up over $9,000 on straight $110 bets, okay, across the board. So there's money to be made here. So you can get our March Madness package, okay, sign up today. You will get every selection that these 5 handicappers have, and that's going to include not only just the big tournament, the big dance, okay, which is the March Madness is considered after, but you're also going to get the CIT tournament. You're going to get the NIT picks. You're going to get the CBI picks. You're going to get NBA picks as well. You're going to get all that. Plus, you're going to get Super Systems, which had another winning day yesterday. Plus, you're going to get top trends for the particular days as they approach. And you're going to get other tips as well. All for $99. And oh, by the way, if you sign up today, it's not just for a month. It's till the night of the championship game, April 2nd. That is, just 2 days short of 6 weeks, okay, for $99. No better deal for March Madness this coming year than becoming a VPID Inner Circle member for this special package, which you can go. You go to the Vegas Pro Insider Daily site, and you go to where it says membership, okay? You'll see it there. Go to the membership page, click on it, scroll down, 4th one down, you'll see this mug. I'm not saying it's pretty or not. I'm just saying you're going to see it, all right? So that's where you find it. Sign up right there. All right, now let's get to some college basketball, shall we? Looking here for some different games and what's going to be happening. Starting as an in the SEC. That's going to be on the SEC network, Georgia and South Carolina. Now, it appears beating Auburn is more meaningful than beating Tennessee, at least in the SEC. At least that's what bettors are saying. Last week, South Carolina ended their, I think it was a 6-game losing streak, and they beat Auburn in an upset. Auburn lost one of their top bench players, but they beat them. They beat them rather decidedly. So with that, though, prior to that, during their 6-game losing streak, in fact, the game prior to Auburn, they lost to Tennessee. Now, Georgia, on February 10th, lost to Auburn, okay? But then in their last 2 games, they have won both of those and covered both of those, and one of those games was they beat Tennessee. So now you see my reasoning for that, and with that, South Carolina has gone from -2 to -4 over Georgia playing at home. So that's how that whole picture kind of comes together. Now, myself, I'm not crazy about this game by any stretch of the imagination. However, if I have to give an opinion on this game, I'm going to take Georgia with +4, knowing that they're 19-6 on the road playing against winning teams like South Carolina. Public is 100, well, not 100%. They're 87% against me. They like South Carolina, okay, on that one. Next up, VCU at UMass. Well, doesn't matter what the network is because it's a minor network. Unless you're a fan, you're not going to care other than the score. Now, VCU is not exactly on a roll. They've lost 4 of the last 5 straight up and against the spread. But the Rams are in better shape than UMass is. UMass has won 1 out of their last 9, covered only 3. Okay, VCU has been taken from a pick up to -2.5 against the Minutemen. Again, not a game that I am going out of my way to look at, but I'm going to support VCU even on the road because they have more talent and more ability. And if they come close to playing to that level, there's no reason they shouldn't win and cover. 94% of bettors are in agreement with me on VCU at the present time. Next up, Duquesne is St. Bonaventure. Now, St. Bonnie's, in their last game last Friday, they handed Rhode Island their first A-10 loss of the season. Interestingly enough, though, St. Bonnie's has slid from -13 to -10.5 point favorite against Duquesne. Now, Duquesne's a slightly above average team. I believe that I want to say 15-12 is what their straight up record is. So, are bettors assuming that St. Bonaventure's after the big victory is going to be a little bit flat and not give their best effort? Or are they missing out on the fact that if you look at the bracket heads who are putting these, assembling all these brackets, which really means nothing until we actually get them, right? But that's another story for another day that I will talk about. But in this case, St. Bonaventure's, by most of them, they're in the first 4 out. So they're by those bracket heads thinking, they're not even in yet. So St. Bonaventure certainly has every reason to be motivated, and they just beat Rhode Island. So they should be feeling pretty good about themselves, right? Well, here's the story, though. I'm inclined to agree with the first question. The Dukes have lost their last 4 games, but if you look at the numbers on a variety of ways, and including how they have played against St. Bonaventure most recently, they've hung around. Okay, I think they're 4-0-1 against the spread, and so even at the lower price, again, not a big play by any stretch, but I'm inclined to think that Duquesne is the stronger play here. Next up, ACC ESPN late game, Louisville at Duke. Okay, now for the first half of the year, we witnessed Duke struggling mightily on defense. Couldn't play man-to-man defense. Ended up playing a lot of zone. They didn't play it that effectively. But very quietly, Mike Krzyzewski's Duke Blue Devils have improved defensively as we've gone along. And in ACC play, opposing teams are only shooting 40.1% against Duke. Now, Louisville, who is, Louisville's an okay team. They actually still need to win, I think, to get into the tournament. I don't think they're a lock to be in the tournament, but they're only giving up 69.9 points per game on the season. So it makes sense in theory for the total to drop from 157.5 down to 154. However, I'm looking at this. I'm looking at how Duke averaging 87 points a game. I'm not saying they're going to get to 87, but I think that they'll score. I think Louisville will score enough as well. So at 154, and taking into consideration the Duke's 11-point favorite, I'm going to say the final score is going to be 83-72 Duke, which would put us 1 point to the overside on this one. That's my story, and I'm going to stick with it. Take the total, take the over on the total on this ACC game. So, hey, this is Doug Upstone for Vegas Pro Insiders Daily. I will be back on Friday where we will talk now, again, finally, some NBA. Might have some college basketball. I know we'll have weekend college basketball for sure to talk about some upcoming games. So we'll be doing all that once again. Again, March Madness Money Bundle. $99. If you're not sure what it is, go check out the website. You can learn all about it right there. And go to the membership page. You can check it all out. Great deal. If you sign up today, get almost 6 weeks, basically for the price of a month. And it's not just March. It's not just big dance picks. You're going to get them all. Okay? Doug Upstone, as of right now, I am out.